Good morning, everyone. Happy lazy Sunday Sabbath. Ooh. Yeah, I find doing these Bible readings, right? Yes, kind of an effect they actually have on me. Really good one. And even though, right, I'm kind of really, constructive criticism kind of thing going. I find that more and more my faith, even more so my belief. Okay, do I need that? Like, spirit world laughing right now. Like, yeah. Okay. Yes. It. What I found is that the effect that the Bible has on me, reading again, being more into, as I said, getting this deep into this, has an amazing, encouraging effect on me. And it's can I even be more excited about life per se? This that well, I guess one can. Yes, but that has its consequences as well, because as your emotions get heightened, right? Yes, and you know what? I know there's people out there that, well, your emotions shouldn't be, well, okay, I'm not sure how that works, because you have to be absolutely 100% emotionally in tune with your psyche, with your spirit and the soul, right? That resides in everyone per se, right? Yes, to and understand the principles of creation and the principle of love, right? Which are two different things. Only again when it comes to emotion. Yes. And I found that I've gained even a greater, deeper respect, not only that, but also for the people at that time, since we're in the Old Testament, right? The struggle that they went through. I ask myself so many times, how is it possible that people, not just in history, in the past, in the Bible, from coming the stories from the Bible, this and that, but now what people are capable of doing to each other, right? In the negative. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know why a president, where there's a war going on, is hanging out somewhere in Japan and making a video of, yep, that so and so town will never be, or region, and it's already been taken over, and he what, didn't get the memo? Okay, not getting that. But that's no news, right? Yes, the first thing that you do when there's something going on, right, is you protect whom? Right? The one that should actually say, protect everybody else. I'll be fine. Huh? No, I'm just saying. Weird one. The protection that adults get out there for certain things. I don't have to say, no, they need psychiatric care and therapy. Okay, there's something not, they need to be deprogrammed from whatever they're into, because how can these adults think that they are more important than a child, that another adult's agenda that's seriously going into the perverted wrong direction is more important? What goes on in their bedroom, this and that, should stay in the bedroom. Yeah, I don't really want to know what most people do there when it comes to certain things, unless it's the proper, loving, conjugal relationship of a man and a woman. Done. I'm not gonna, don't argue with me. I'm not saying, it's just, as I said, there's just something not right, and everybody knows it. Just because you want me to agree to certain things is not going to make it right. It doesn't make the people's life better or happier out there either. And if children start to suffer under all this in the way they're doing, nope, 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 not here. No, okay. I hear all kinds of things out there. I'm not sure what to believe. 2-year-olds now somewhere in Minnesota. Is that at some state? Okay, maybe I said the wrong state now. Go check it out yourself. where parents are taking their 2-year-olds in for gender stuff. 2-year-olds, come on now, come on. Hello, okay, this should tell somebody something, right? Yes. It was nice to hear that the 2024 Olympics, that yeah, you got to be a woman if you want to compete in, okay, the sprinting sports, at least. I don't know the rest of it, yeah, but I would suggest, ladies, if you worked so hard for all this and you're gonna end up giving the gold medal, or maybe there's gonna be enough of them, the gold medal, the silver medal, the bronze medal, all the way to men, actually, then why bother going? Save yourself a bundle, right? Yes, just say, well, guess I worked for nothing, right? Amazing to me on how women, over decades and decades now, really fought for simple things like being able to be an author, for example. Right? Yes, then, well, we want to be part of sports too. So we have our women's leagues, right? It's not even, women never said, so we want to be a part of the men's sports too, right? We want to compete with them, right? Yes. Oh, that works in a team sport, maybe. Where the men go, man, another man would be stronger than a woman, which is true in most cases, right? But when it comes to individual sports, yeah, that's it. The women, no, 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 no. We're not gonna. We want to compete, and the reason that we want to compete on our own, have the women's categories going, is why. For the same reason as when children compete in things, right? I remember growing up, we had these days several times a year where you had sports days, right? Yes, and all these different things that you did, individually. And I was always one of the last ones. Just didn't, I just said, my nose was in a book. Come on now, test me intellectually, academically, right? Yes. Odd thing is that those kind of competitions we didn't have. They do have them here in the United States. I like that balance. Yes, okay. And there too, they had categories. How silly to have, yeah, uh, high schoolers run against kindergartners. Right? Yes, well, who's going to win? Right. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, that makes a difference. There, people see the. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Interesting. Right. How confused are people out there that you can use a simple example like that and say, oh, okay. So, but interesting to see on how that now, after decades and decades, right, 100 years, couple 100 years, right, finally, be in certain areas, the women really can excel too. You can study, you can all kinds of, right, things. No, not in every country. Yes, yeah. Still, some places women can't do that, but we can hear. Right? And well, oddly enough, we're falling back into where no, men are going to dominate, pretending to be women, even in the women's world. Okay, well, I don't know. Good luck with that tampon. Just saying. Anywho, then I saw a really nice one where, yes, our young people, as older generations, we need to remind our young people, not chastise them, this, that, okay, some of that needs to be happening too, but encourage them. Hey, you're going to be left here eventually. And I sure hope that our teenagers, this, is not, not sure how big that population is out there that through the internet, through whatever they're going through, are just deciding that life wasn't worth living anymore, right? Yes. So I'm hoping that, well, first of all, like to see that all go away. Okay. Well, the number one thing is, please, adults out there, don't give children, teenagers, any ideas. Right? Don't do it yourself. How about that? Let's start with that. Yes. Well, get the help if you need it. There's help out there. Oh, there's help right here. All right, that can make you a bit depressed too, so beware. But again, uh, but they need encouragement. Let them know that, hey, Beware. Look, same thing as with the women's sports. Look what people have built up. A lot of it is really good, but it's being torn down now, little by little. Again, what are you going to be left with? So give your best out there, right? Yes, give your best and encourage others in your generation to give the best, not tear things down that others built up. Some things need restoring, yes, yeah, but make smart choices there. Right? Be aware truly of what you're doing. So, okay, done with that. Ah, I have to mention it again, don't I? The best thing to start out with is look at the Ten Commandments. Where does it need work in your life? Where does that need work in your life? Hmm? Then the Lord's Prayer. Ah, my gosh, what a just amazing prayer. And again, it is given as it is given. And people have said, well, but it should mean this or that. And I've talked about that before too. And again, it's like, okay, now you're attaching bylaws to something that should not be a problem for anyone to understand exactly what that means. God's not tempting you towards evil. And then it's how strong are you in your faith? That when then something comes towards you, you actually have God with you to say, nope. There to say no. Yes? That's what that means. Okay. You'll do better with God and Spirit World, Jesus, a good Spirit World by your side. Then, yes. Oh, I mentioned that. So, Facebook. That's my last one. Facebook. Supposedly, there's a short one here. Oh, so I get to talk. Is that what you guys want me to do? All right. So I see this. Click on this and then your icon will turn blue so that you don't have to pay on Facebook. They're going to start that. That was 3 days ago. The next day, supposedly. Okay, whatever. If Facebook starts charging me, first of all, where are they going to get the money to charge me? So I have to sign up for it. If I have to do that, I'll just be done with Facebook. Okay. Okay. Whatever is out there, is out there. Done. Also, what kind of pictures are people taking and putting on Facebook or in their whatever album? Don't you guys have your own? Whatever happened to just taking photographs and then printing them out? And okay, I'm just saying, do people have that kind of problem at that time? When you just, I have collages of pictures, photos. Right? And I'm planning to do some more. Well, what are they going to do in a box, right? I'll put it in an album. Who looks at the albums, right? And I was one of those memory. I got into that, taking the photos and adding all on the stuff, this, that, of course my way, but it doesn't cost me anything because I already had whatever. I just used what I had. And add on your little blurb what it's about, this, that, I kind of was into that for a while. So I have some of those albums, which are really, really beautiful to look through. Yes, a lot of them still need the writing. What do you put out there that you have to be afraid of, that people should see? Oh, the voice thing, this, that, okay. I don't know who would use my voice for anything. Oh, well, I don't have any money in the bank. I don't have any. You can't even get a job with my. Even if you have my social security number, you can't get a job. You have to have my alien card as well. So you can't get a job. You can't do this. I'm totally useless to anybody out there that wants to scam me or this or that. So how vulnerable are people out there, and why are you that vulnerable? Right? Just wondering. So yeah, I'm not going to do it, and I haven't seen anybody's thing turn to a blue dot. Or I'm going, man, people should just not think. What? So you don't have a profile picture anymore? You have a blue dot? I thought that was like for what are they called? Some famous people, that signals, that's their true, you know, that's their real page or something, which by the way isn't true either, right? Because there was some dude, some famous country singer that tried to in Messenger and this and that, and I'm going, oh my God, you got to be kidding me! I got another one of those. But I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You see, yes, who knows? Maybe you could teach them something, even to just straighten up and not try to go after older ladies and do what? What do you want? Besides, this is a famous country singer. He doesn't need my money. So what does he want from an almost 60-year-old? And he's what, 45? Okay, just saying. Anyway, ends up that my son actually knew the real dude. Had worked with him a few times together. So, and then I said, oh yeah, my son knows you, this, that. That was the end of the conversation. And I went in, I said, oh, did you lose your nerve? Funny, right? Well, anyway, so the blue dot thing, I'm not sure what that is all about now, but it's most likely a scam. It's most likely not Facebook, I would say. Though Facebook hasn't put anything out, right? Shouldn't Facebook let everybody know, intermittently, by the way, that's not us. Be nice, but they just let it go through. Why? Why? I'm not getting that. Well, anyway, it's what it is. So. But I'm not going to worry about it. I said, oh, I'm going to put all of my Bible videos on Facebook now, as many as I can still. That's a great. Go right ahead. Share that. You think they're going to share that? What do you think they're going to look for in your profile? What do you think they're going to look for in your pictures, this and that? So go through your pictures and delete and take everything out that, done. Why would you put that anywhere anyway that we've known now for what? How many X years that anybody can get your stuff? This is nothing new. Absolutely nothing new. I've been catching myself having conversations with my tablet. Okay, AI, I'm not sure. Alexis, Siri, whoever you are. Oh, I do that also with people sitting here, when we're talking. I says, is your phone on? Yeah. It's okay, Alexis or Siri, whoever you are on there listening in right now. This is very important. So note everything and record everything down. Often because we're talking about God and the world. Okay. Well, if it's so freaking real out there, excuse me. Okay. If it is, then, well, I might as well use it for good. Oh, okay. Oh, and I asked Facebook, it's a Sabbath day, I said, hey, how about a prayer emoji to the ones that we already have, underneath the post that you can, and get the angry one out. Right? The prayer emoji could replace the angry one. I never used that one. What for? It's just not, no, you don't solve problems like that, okay? You can be upset to snap, but a prayer emoji immediately would, okay, this is really bothering me. This needs to be prayed about. Right? Yes? Yeah. For what? Yeah. Greater outcome. Oftentimes people share something that's really, oh my gosh, well, yeah, the sad thing isn't what needs to be put in there. Now you can put in the one where you care, but that's just still too impersonal to me. That's just like, oh, let's just put that one. Yeah. You can't put the like or the love. I'm not, no, this is too sad to like or love. What is that? Prayer requests, this, that. Oh, well, you have something to say. I hear you. Gosh. You are a loud one. And I thought, but a prayer emoji, right? It's immediately prayer. Prayer centers you immediately to go where, right? Yes? And right away, oh, Father, please. Yes? And, oh my gosh, this is absolutely just atrocious. This, that makes me upset. Please help me center myself. I'm going to send a prayer towards that. Right? Yes? Positive energy that will disperse all that just awful stuff that people are trying to implement towards children. And again, I can't help myself. This is so disturbing. Yeah, so ask Facebook. Well, since you're having access to everything and this and that, kind of just go and snoop around in people's stuff and take whatever you want. Sit here. I'm hoping they get the memo. We need a prayer emoji. Yes? Yeah. And so that. Prayer request, please. This, that, prayer emoji. Yes, gotcha. Right there. Right? And it's already happening. It's already starting to happen. That's how Spirit works with you together, right? Yes. Yeah. An emoji with a purpose. A purposeful emoji. I love it. Don't call it the prayer emoji, right? People get upset. Call it the purposeful emoji. Towards what? With what? Everybody would know. Okay. Good one. So I hope Facebook will get the memo. Alexa, Siri, any other AI listening in here, record, send it to the proper outfit where we're going to get our prayer emoji in Facebook. Thank you very much. So we're in Deuteronomy 21, the unidentified murderer. If in the country which Yahweh your God gives you as your possession, a victim of murder is found lying in the open country and it is not known who has killed that person, your elders and scribes must measure the distance between the victim and the surrounding towns, and establish which town is the nearest to the victim. The elders of that town must then take a heifer that has not yet been put to work or used as a draught animal under the yoke. The elders of that town must bring the heifer down to a permanently flowing river, to a spot that has been neither plowed nor sown, and there by the river they must break the heifer's neck. The priests, the sons of Levi, will then step forward, these being the men whom Yahweh your God has chosen to serve him and to bless in Yahweh's name, and it being their business to settle all cases of dispute or of violence. All the elders of the town nearest to the victim of murder must then wash their hands in a stream over the slaughtered heifer. They must pronounce these words: our hands have not shed this blood, and our eyes have seen nothing. O Yahweh, forgive your people Israel, whom you have redeemed, and let no innocent blood be shed among your people Israel. May this bloodshed be forgiven them. You must banish all shedding of innocent blood from among you, if you mean to do what is right in the eyes of Yahweh. What did I just talk about beforehand? What does that have to do with this? The angry face has got to go, right? Yes, it does. And in a way, to me, this also is, at that time, spirit life didn't seem to be, they couldn't explain that and how that works with the people altogether, right? Yes, that would have been a little too much. At that time, they're just trying to figure out, okay, we've got to steer the people in the direction of who they need to work together with, which is God, and we don't know what he really looks like. We can't really, all we have is the stone top, the 10 Commandments, right? Which there's a promise, a covenant attached to it, a give and take. Yes, this had to be really difficult. As I said, I'm trying to sympathize with them, going, hey, what was that already at that time, all this stuff? How come you guys couldn't just, what was so difficult about just, gosh, and given all this stuff that God really tried to show himself to them, but yet. So, here again, though, what does it say? What the direction that's given here is what? It's a way to restore something. You can't, don't know. What am I going to do about this? It's not, there's, I can't go after anybody. I don't know who did it. I don't know how to stop it. I don't know, because it's too great of a mass involved. There is too many different areas of thought that people are going with all this. So the only thing that will center everyone is what? The 10 Commandments to start with. But the other thing too, if something comes up where it's you got to appease the spirit. The people, and the people still alive, and the people passing away like that, they've got to be in unison. About what? King Herod did what? To get to one baby, right? Yes, because he didn't know where it was at. Didn't know where to go look for it. But then what have the Israelites already done? Right? Because there just wasn't a better way. Well, anyway. So, interesting though, again, on how this is, okay, so we have, we don't know. Just let's wrap up the person, give him a burial, that is that. But somehow God's letting them know, that, can't quite just do it that way. What happened, the life taken of a person by violence, there has to be shown some acknowledgement, even if you can't let it out. On whom? The perpetrator. Right? Interesting one? Yes. That deserves some studying right there. And here we go. Women taken in war. When you go to war against your enemies, and Yahweh, your God, delivers them into your power, and you take prisoners, and among the prisoners you see a beautiful woman, and you fall in love with her, and you take her to be your wife, and bring her home, she must shave her head and cut her nails, and take off her prisoner's garb. She must stay inside your house and mourn her father and mother for a full month. You may then go to her and be a husband to her, and she will be your wife. Should she cease to please you, you will let her go where she wishes, not selling her for money. You must not make any profit out of her, since you have exploited her. Oh, interesting. I saw an interesting, based on historic facts, movie last night, and on how when the Qing dynasty kind of had occupied Korea, and then the Koreans kind of got there, I don't see how you're going to run a country where there is somebody else still lording over you from another country, okay, and do their bidding. But you do because of what? Oh, because you want to be king. Oh, you want to be the minister because you want to have all the riches that go with it, and it's all just on the outside, materialistic stuff. And the people just suffer incredibly. And in this case, the Chinese wanted young girls, and the Koreans were supplied them willingly. Oh, not the commoners, girls, not the commoners, not the moms and dads there. No, the ones, as I said, the king and the ministers, and this and that, who made the, we have to, they want the 100 and some girls for this time when they come as envoys and this, as an offering to China. Okay, are you getting this? All right, just saying. So, I find it interesting that this is like a one-on-one. Okay, fall in love. Men fall in love with their women at that time? Well, we know. Okay, just saying. Okay. Also, okay, who gets to have how many women? How all right, I'm not going to go there. Let's just, okay. Supposedly a man's supposed to treat. This is what I'm getting. And even if they come from somewhere else, you treat them properly. And then when you're done with her, it's not when she's done with you. When you're done with her, let her go. Yes? Yeah. Well, anyway, weird one. I'm not even going to go there. Men and there's... whatever. I said, I have great reverence and respect for the love, the conjugal love of a man and a woman, the spiritual love of a man and a woman. And the people out there, the couples who have, even if you have failed before, made mistake, but if you have accomplished that in your life with another person, then I applaud you. Yes, it's worth a lot. Yes, it's a good foundation. For the next generation to come. Yes. Anyone should bow down to you guys. Birthright. If a man has two wives, one loved and the other unloved, Come on. And the loved one and the unloved, and the loved one and the unloved both bear him children. How can you not love? Okay, all right, I'm not going to go there. And if the firstborn son is of the unloved wife, when the man comes to bequeath his goods to his sons, he may not treat the son of the wife whom he loves as the firstborn. Oh, at the expense of the son of the wife whom he does not love, the true firstborn. As his firstborn, he must acknowledge the son of the wife whom he does not love, giving him a double share of his estate, this son being the first fruit of his vigor. The right of the firstborn is his. That's really interesting. But I guess that did not apply to the slave girl and Ishmael, huh? Yes? Oh, interesting. Well, God may have changed his mind. Just beware what you say when you say stuff like that, okay? Just saying. As I say, I hear people out there, right? Yes, yeah, but okay, don't do that, please. The rebellious son. If a man has a stubborn and rebellious son who will not listen to the voice either of his father or of his mother, it wasn't just father, and even when they punish him, still will not pay attention to them, his father and mother must take hold of him and bring him out to the elders of his town at the gate of that place. To the elders of his town they will say, this son of ours is stubborn and rebellious and will not listen to us. He's a wastrel and a drunkard. All his fellow citizens must then stone him to death. You must banish this evil from among you. All Israel, hearing of this, will be afraid. Okay. A wastrel and a drunkard. Wow. Absolute, right? Absolutes are given with examples, right? Oh my gosh, would a mom or a dad actually take their son or daughter in front of these guys and tell them, nope, don't know what to do with them? Where's the parental love here? There's no way I would take mine if I had any like that. Go, okay, now, and then no, already ahead of time. Well, that's a death sentence right there. Yet here, on the unidentified murderer, what was said here? You got to forgive. Can't. There's a way to do this, but with a son who's okay doing what? He's not killing anyone or this or that. What? That's now? Well, that's a bit different. That first part. Well, not really. I'd say again. I guess one puts them someplace where okay, now you gotta work for your food. You're going to be around the same as you are, but you won't be able to drink. You won't be able to do drugs. You won't be able, not for sure. We're truly people who will stay strong against what? The temptation of giving those, what? Okay, because of what? Money. It's always about power and money. It's never about, my heart just goes out to them because they're suffering now. That's never about that. That would be one thing, right? But it's never about that. So surely, I mean, gosh, then send them to one of these towns where all the ones are waiting court. But again, yes, but they'd have to be in such a strict environment. That's why homelessness will never go away. That always went. There's plenty of programs. It's not like they have to stay homeless. There's a reason they're staying homeless. Because the programs require certain changes in their lives. They're not willing. they're not willing to make. Don't want to make. Well, then why complain? Right? There should be a give and take, right? When things are given to you. So, just saying. Various rulings. If a man guilty of a capital offense is to be put to death, and you hang him from a tree, his body must not remain on the tree overnight. You must bury him the same day, since anyone hanged is a curse of God, and you must not bring pollution on the soil which Yahweh your God is giving you as your heritage. Oh, okay. Various rulings. Well, I don't know, you guys. Seems to me like well, anywho. People talk a lot about truth out there these days, right? Yes? Well, there is one of the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not lie. Don't give false witness. There's 2 of them. Oh my gosh. Do not bear false witness against your neighbor. This, all right. There's 2 of them. Some people out there, Sissy has a good one for that one. Reinvent history. Yes. When you reinvent history for your own purpose and gain, to keep hiding, okay? To not acknowledge a wrong, this and that, then you are reinventing history. Okay? Yes. Yeah. Well, that's what people do. I think that, though I'm reading history in a way, right? Yes. Sounds to me that in some areas, wherever it somewhat pleased the people or the Levites, it seems like God constantly has to mention to the people who's actually in charge, right? When it comes to what? Everything. I'm not sure how people think that you can take all these areas of life and just separate them out. Economics, politics, religion, science, whatever else. Right? And expect them to not have anything to do with each other. Right? Make them into separate, yes, entities. Right? Yes, to not be mixed up. Well, because if you were to actually, if all of them were to work together, right? Yes, probably have a pretty good shot at a proper society. Interesting. So, who wants to keep that division? Oh, interesting. Okay. I found it interesting that I find a lot of things interesting. Yeah. That just means I do wonder about. But when I grew up going to school until 6th grade, we had one teacher for every subject. Yes. One. The whole day, one teacher. Sometimes even in physical education, it was the same one. Yes. Same teacher for everything. Interesting. Yeah, home ec. We had always someone else. Yeah, we had home ec. Yes, yeah. I'm not sure what the boys did. I think I mentioned that before. No idea what they did. It's just the girls. Oh yeah, it was fine. It was fine. Okay, boys be boys. Okay, it's all right. Uh, well, anyway, and oh, Bible study. We had Bible study once a week. We had Bible study. Oh my gosh, did we love that priest? He was, oh my gosh. I wish there were more priests like that. He knew how to teach children the Bible. And he told, when we were good, listen to his lessons, which weren't very long, okay? He would tell us the story of David. And we couldn't wait to hear more. Of course, it was also in a biblical sense, but we loved it. He gave us this handshake and he'd twist our knuckles. And it was like you wanted to shake his hand just because you wanted to. Okay, is he going to do it? Yes. Oh my gosh. No, it wasn't. Didn't hurt that bad, but it was just one of those things where it's almost as if. Yeah. Well, anyway, one has to again, just be me to understand that where he taught the children so lovingly, right? At the same time, right? Remember the punishment if you don't follow the guidance of God. Oh, yeah, interesting. Never said that, by the way. But you could tell when he looked at you, he had this just mischievous little grin going. Well, anyway, most wonderful. Father Baumgartner. Oh, he's been in Spirit for a long time. That you came to my mind, didn't you? Yeah, he cared for the children a lot. Not in an intrusive way, this or that. He just knew how to. He knew how to give children of the love of God. And his teachings were phenomenal. Oh, no, there you go. There are people like that in this world. Well, anyway. So, why did I get started on that? I can't remember. Because of if people were to work all together, keep things separate for their own agendas, for their own reasons. Well, anyway. It's also when you start putting things together, as I said, religion and science together makes perfect sense. Oh! Right? Yes. It does. But anyway, so there it is. Another day, another Sabbath day. So here I'm asking Spirit was, is it okay if I work in the garden? Okay, the answer. I was waiting for the answer. Well, we wouldn't. Well, anything to go to waste now, would we? Well, like one day wouldn't. It's not even. Well, you want a different answer than what we just gave you, right? Okay, don't. We're giving you some leeway because, right? Yes, of the nature of the work. All right. That's when you listen to Spirit World. Then go and then try to say, oh, but they're going, okay. You didn't just get how we're helping you out here, and why your request or your question is reasonable to us for the day that it is. You see. Okay. Got to remember though. Yes, stay centered. Yeah, there is that other part of Spirit World that, yeah, It's there too. It's not as strong though. If you acknowledge good spirit world, then that part is not as strong. But it definitely is doing its job in the world too, and on the negative side, that's a fact. So, anywho, teach your children well, and the parents' hell will slowly go down. Oh, God's love and blessings always. May He protect you. I will talk to you another time.